What is going on, Jaslyn? This is Daniel from Josh and Denny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look at your website, see what we got going on, see if there's anything that we can do. So right off the bat, we got our top coat painting over here. It's not in par, it just gives it like a less of a clean look. Home, about, painting service, project gallery, contact, excellent. You want that with drop down menu, so I'm happy about that. We definitely want your number on right here, okay? Because we want people to click it and call you immediately. I know that you have that icon in, right here in the the left, but you want it right here. Now, typically these three guys would put them all the way on the bottom in the footer, to do that. But people want ease of access. But as we're going through, I like the picture; it's really nice. And then you break everything up, logo painting, which is good. So as we just scroll through, we have kind of just talking a little bit about who you are, which is great, what you do, a little bit of a footnote here for each one, perfect, and then your projects, which is a lot of there are pictures here with links to different pictures, which is fine, but there's not content. So people do like visuals, but they also want to read and then just click. And then obviously you want this, that's excellent, for them to put their name, email, phone number, and how they can help for those quick sends to emails. But the main thing we want is people to be clicking on these numbers. So we definitely want them in an area where they can constantly click. But let's take a look behind the scenes and what's going on over here. So right off the bat, um, your UR rating, which is how good your website is right now non-existent at the moment. And then your DR rating, which is how much Google trusts you, is also zero point 0.6. So we want those to be in the 30s and 40s, ratio of about 1 to 1. Now, how do we get this, right? So we need backlinks. All right, so backlinks are essentially where your link to your website is somewhere else. Now, we do want them to refer back to you, which is what a referring domain is. Now, not all of these are created equal, right? Some of them are a bit more spammy, like BuzzFeed or Wikipedia. We definitely don't want those. We want something that is strong. Now, there is also something called organic keywords. Those are what people search for. Now, something I may have not mentioned is Google is very strict about content. They want about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the front page alone. And then in there, we want those organic keywords. And organic keyword is what somebody is searching for. And you're going to try and rank for those specific ones that you think will help you the most. So let's take a look and see what organic keywords you have. You have these guys. So we got top coat painting, which is your name. There is a volume for it, but this is across the United States, so I don't know if that's going to be the greatest one. But cabinet refinishing in Jacksonville, Florida is a good one, right? You're getting 100 people a month to that search that, but you're not getting anything for it because unfortunately the position of where you are at is on page number 4, 5, 7, 7, and 7. Now, these are really good buyer intent keywords because someone's looking for a painting service in Jacksonville. So you have the right ID here. We're just not ranking high enough. So let's take a look at some of your competition, right? I put Painters Jacksonville, Florida in there. Now, right off the bat, we have your ads, which you can click on, more ads, so people can jump to the top. But then you have your um, GBP, which is Google Business Profile, essentially the map. You do want to get in here because studies show about 30 to 40% of all people who search for anything will end up clicking on one of these three people. But then let's scroll down to organic search. Now, you definitely want to be in the first three because, even if you're not beating out Yelp, that's fine. No one cares about directories like HomeAdvisor either. But this is the gotta beat, right? Straight edge painting in Jacksonville, Florida. So let's see what they're doing. So I'm already going to take off points because this header is huge and they don't have their number here. They want their number. So services is good, interior, exterior painting. I would probably, if they have only those two services, leave it as is. But if they have more, have a much higher drop-down menu. But it seems that's really it. Now, they're not really talking about it that much. Welcome to Straight Edge, a little bit of a background for them. And then, we do it right the first time, which everyone does say, which is nice. And then they have their accolades. So very little about what services they're actually offering. So they don't even have that much content either. But let's take a look behind the scenes, see why they're ranking so high if they're not doing so great. And here might be why. They have a UR rating of 28, which, obviously is how strong their website is, and they have a DR rating of only 1.6, which is not very good considering they have 1,800 backlinks and only 165 refer back to them, and not all of them are probably that good. And then you have their organic keywords. So they are ranking for a lot of keywords here, and they're getting almost 700 people to their website every single month. So what are those keywords? They got the good ones. Painters Jacksonville, Florida, painting Jacksonville, Florida. Anything somebody might type into a website, they have as a keyword. So there's a volume of 600 people a month searching for Painters Jacksonville, Florida, and they're getting 93 of them. And they're in position to get it. So position of where you are is very important. If you're on page 1, you have a much higher position of getting at least 10 to 20%. I would say 10 15% of all the volume searches. So he's getting 93 out of 600 people. So that's I don't know what that is. It's 20%? No, maybe 15%. Doesn't matter. Anyway, but as you can see, he's doing extremely well for himself, typically over 10% for each of those searches. And he's bringing in, like I said, about 700 people a month just from these guys. So best painters, Jacksonville, boom, 450 searching. He's got 17 because he's on the very bottom of page 1. So how does this help out you? All we got to do, honestly, is we got to add backlinks. Let's take his, for example. Just take the good ones. We don't even need the bad ones. We just want the good ones. Quality over quantity. And then we got to add 2,000 words at least to your homepage. Maybe just 1,500 words, actually, if the competition isn't that great. 1,500 words to your front page with keywords in there that actually make sense. And start ranking higher for those. And we'll get that organic traffic up. Even if you're only pulling in an additional 100 people a month to your website right now, what can that do for you? Well, that's all I got. I really hope this was helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you have any feedback, I would definitely love to know that as well. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.